Hi, I'm Joe, and I want to thank you for making us a part of your day again. You've been with us a long time, and some of you are new, maybe, so welcome. We're with Cheap Joe's, and we're doing a little mini-series, and today I'm going to show you how I use the little rigger. Now, before we get into this, I want to tell you that when you're using a rigger or a little brush or toward the end of a watercolor, the paper has to be dry. This is where I hear a lot of people say, I used the rigger or I did this and it all ran. It's because the paper was wet, so be sure it's dry. And I have dried my paper, so now I want to show you how to use the little rigger to get some neat little trees and shapes in here. Now I've activated some color, and I've actually made it a little darker than I normally would because I want you to be able to see it. And I take the rigger and I load it like this. See how it's just sucking all that color up in it? Also, I hold it back here at the tip rather than like this. That keeps it loose. And then when I bring that rigger over here, I'm going to start right here because this is a tree that didn't look like a tree, and I don't know if I can make it look like one or not, but I'm going to try to. I'm going to load the brush again and coming right around here, these little interesting limbs. And I want the most of them to be coming into the painting. Let's do another one right down here. So now I have this little shape that's a tree right in here, the one right above it. We'll have one that's back over here coming in this way, like that. And perhaps right here we have another one. Great place to make these little divisions of these little trees that are over here. And all of this is with the rigger. Finally, one down here. Again, keeping in mind, these are much darker than I would normally be doing, but it would be hard for you to see it maybe if I didn't do it this dark. And just keep it interesting, keep them all flowing in there like that. And that's the way we do the shapes with the little riggers. Now, I'm diluting it just a little bit, the color, and I'm going to put in some of these trees that are right over here. Wow, look at that. Isn't that fun? Again, I'm just holding it at the tip, and I'm giving it those little jerky motions, and I'm kind of hurrying so that you just simply get the idea, and then you can go do it, and you can do it much better than I'm doing. But it is fun. It's a great way to get in those little trees. And then I can even come in here and very carefully, see, I'm not being too careful, I'm being funny here, put in those fence posts. They become looser and really much happier than if I was putting them in all this little deep, getting them just perfect back in there. Just barely drop them in. And that's the way I use the rigger to do the little things like that. I'm just adding some little finishing trees back here to the very background of this little, and I am holding the rigger. Now you can see how I am because they're smaller and a little more detail back in the background back there. Thanks so much for being with us. Please join us again next time when I don't know what we'll be doing, but I hope it'll be fun for you because it's always fun with me to be here with you. And I thank you for your business.